Welcome to the Chat Circus podcast, a podcast for lost individuals. If you're lusting for debauchery, we're your clowns, Nano and
Junior.
And this is
the Chat Circus.
Chat Circus.
Bro, yesterday you stuffed me good. You stuffed me good. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You stuffed me.
You were full of meat.
You filled me with a lot of meat yesterday. A lot. And those balls.
What's that?
The balls. What do we eat? Those balls? The Colombian balls.
Oh, the pan de bonos. Yeah. Pan de bonos, which is fucking delicious.
So now on, if we're going back to that taco truck, 3 tacos for me, please.
Yeah.
3 tacos. I'm good with 3.
Hell yeah.
You still messing with the levels?
Yeah, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Trying.
So it's been a while since we recorded. There I go doing it again.
You go.
Yeah, but they don't hear that. They don't hear that part. But they definitely do hear when I say, like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. It's all good, man. We'll figure it out. We'll fucking figure it out. You know? This episode is going to be a little bit noisier than most. We fucked up and rearranged the levels.
He means him, not me.
No. This cocksucker over here did something, and I tried to fix it, and neither one of us knew what we were doing. But we're loud, we're clear, but you're going to hear a lot of background noise until we figure this shit out. So
you're going to hear me thinking.
Bear with it. Oh, I want to give a shout out to a coworker. I'm not going to say his name, but he hit me up. He's like, yo, when's the next episode?
No way.
Yeah.
He enjoys it?
Yeah, he likes it.
Shout out to you, coworker.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say his name, but yeah.
What did he say? Any good feedback or?
I'm going to pull it up right now.
Oh, he's got
I had posted something on IG talking about, it was like a meme saying, me in the shower on how I can make 10 times more money, and it's like a frog getting soaked in water.
Yeah.
And then he just replies, he goes, drop an episode of your podcast and get some sponsors. You got your audience waiting.
Fire. Clearly, they're not here to hear me. They're here to listen to you, bro.
No, he's a coworker, so he knows me.
The chaos of your life. Since we revamped this show, the chaos.
I've been the star.
I think this is your run. I mean, I gotta admit it.
I've been the star of the show.
All I did was create the platform.
It's been fucking chaos.
All I did was come with the idea of the name of the show. I created the podcast, but you're the meat and potatoes, sir.
Yeah, for now. I'm saying for now.
I got nothing. I was gonna say I got nothing to contribute with my life. My life is not like hectic, but I was.
No, we got something. We got some heat right now. But let's backtrack. Where the fuck did we leave off?
Well, I did that Sasua 101 episode.
But we did an episode after that, no?
Yeah, that was more like a ramble.
Okay.
Kind of like an open mic, hot mic.
So it's just an open.
If you want to give us an update to your bullshit, you can. You definitely can give us an update on your life.
Well, no, let's
They don't know as much as I do.
Yeah, that's true. Why you want to get into yours, or you want to save?
Yeah, because it's quick. My shit is quick. So,
all right, let's do it.
In 2019, I started dating this coworker. By the end of 2020, we were done because.
But this is when you were working where?
At the college.
Yeah.
And I started my corrections career.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Oh, by the way, I'm not a.
You got some stuff to talk about, bro.
What the hell just happened? You saw that, right?
No.
I'm not a correction officer anymore. I'm not gonna say my next form of employment yet because I'm still I have a job lined up, but I'm in the hiring process for somewhere else. So I don't want to put that out there just yet. But I'm not a CO anymore, and I started dating this girl when I was a security guard at the college.
Mm-hmm.
By the end of 2020, we broke up, or she broke up with me because I was on some dog shit.
Woof.
Right. So. Years passed by. Me and her mom, we kind of kept in touch. Not like that. Just we were cool with each other when we used to work together. Because I used to work with her mom also.
Yeah, I got you.
So I guess I don't know what was going on in her life, but then she reached out, and then we started talking again. Then we finally linked up, and then we had like a moment, a heart to heart. I guess she got closure from that last situation.
Yeah.
And then we spoke about seeing each other.
Okay.
Like slowly dating each other.
Yeah. So
she comes over to my house. We have sex.
Nice.
She sleeps over. The next morning, we have sex.
Nice.
And
Yo, did you hit it, Raw? Come on.
I did. I fucking did. I don't care, bro. I mean,
inside or outside pleasure?
it was definitely inside. It was definitely inside pleasure.
Did you shoot at the club?
Hell no. I shot her mouth.
Nice. Both? Both times?
No, I shot her anus. Huh?
Oh.
I didn't shoot her mouth.
Fire.
I was just talking shit. I shot her anus.
That's fire.
So then I took her home, and then I drive back home, and then I got a message from her. Hey, did you go out today?
Mm-hmm.
And
well, you got to give context to this whole story that we're about to say right now.
Yeah, I'm getting into it. So I'm like, instantly when she asked me my whereabouts, I got PTSD, bro. I don't want to be interviewed and interrogated. Where you at? What you doing? I don't like that shit. But because she probably has trust issues from the past, I'm like, all right, let me just go with it. That way she feels secure. And then I say, no, why? She goes, oh, because my mother just got a random message about you posting up that you were at dinner or some shit. And I'm like, oh my God. So earlier that day, it was what? June 1st, which is the beginning of Pride Month.
Yeah.
Okay, when we went to Puerto Rico, we went to Ruben's Cafe, and I had asked for a pina colada. I didn't know they were gonna give me
an actual pineapple.
An actual pineapple colada, like the pina colada, and they spruced it up. They put gummies and sprinkles.
Gave it up.
They gave the fuck out of that pineapple. I was like, yo, this is gross. This is gayer than SpongeBob.
We say gay in the joking sense, not the homophobic sense.
Right, we're not homophobic, but if it's gay, it's gay. You gotta admit it. So then you told me take a picture or pose as gay, so I did.
Yeah.
And then you said, I dare you to post that. I said, nah, I'll do it for Pride Month. And I actually did it for Pride Month.
Yeah, I had forgot all about it. When we posted it, I started dying laughing. This motherfucker literally waited for day one. To gay one.
Day one. So I posted the picture, and I think the caption read, hide your jigger.
Yeah.
Cause I'm out here, bitches. Something like that.
Yeah.
So one of our coworkers, one of my old coworkers from the college, and there was quite a few of them that were following me. One of them assholes screenshotted it and then started sending it to a lot of people in the campus community.
Yeah.
Anonymously.
On some dick shit.
On some, like, yo.
Trying to clown you maybe or what?
I don't know. I mean, if it was to clown me, that's fine, because that's what I do. I like to be the butt of a joke. I don't care.
Yeah.
But when it got to her and then she started questioning me, it didn't make me feel comfortable, because now it's like she's questioning if I went to dinner that day, and then I'm telling her no, and then she's like, oh, are you lying? And then she's interrogating, oh, but you wore the same shirt that I saw you?
Yeah, she's on some jealous shit.
And I was like, nah, bro.
Toxic shit.
I'm not feeling this shit. I wear white. Look, I'm wearing a white t-shirt right now.
Yeah.
If you look at my room, I got at least 50 white t-shirts.
Yeah, you were wearing a napkin yesterday.
Yeah, I was a fucking napkin yesterday. That fucking taco dripped on me. So I got heated. And I just started speculating ideas, and I threw out the possibility that maybe her mother had one of those people watching me.
Yeah.
She didn't like that idea. She really, and I get it. That's her mom's. That's her rider. I get it. So she was like, you know what? Just lose my number.
Fire.
And that's it. I was in a relationship for one day.
Well,
that is a record by far. I've never had that before. Yeah. But at the same time, she kind of saved it, bro. Like, that saved me, because I don't think I was ready for commitment, bro. When you travel and you're first of all, when you're single and you're not dealing with anybody's bullshit, you have time to be by yourself.
Yep.
And you love it, and then the more you are alone, the less you're willing to deal with someone else's bullshit, bro. You're gonna learn that.
Mm-hmm.
So not yesterday, but the day before that happened, as soon as I busted that first nut, I was just like, oh boy, what did I get myself into?
Instant regret, right? Instantaneous regret.
And then the next day that happened, she's like, you know what, lose my number. I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna fucking argue. All right, no problem. So now that happened, that's done. I'm no longer a CO, and I'm gonna cash out my money from my pension.
Yeah.
Pay the taxes on it, and I'm thinking about taking a quick weekend trip, bro.
Ooh, that's exciting.
I have some destinations I might. That's a possibility.
Yeah.
I think top of the list will be Jamaica,
yep.
Maybe DR, or I'm even considering the Bahamas.
Okay.
And Puerto Rico is up there, but I'm not doing all of them. One of them I might just do one just to get it out the way, because I want to save that money.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I'm at. I was in a relationship for one day.
That's fire. Yeah, speaking of that, I was actually thinking about going to Puerto Rico in September by myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you to go to the beach. I haven't hit the beach since we went in March, April.
That's the last time I was at the beach.
So yeah, man, one day relationship. But you kind of dropped something. I think you're right. I think she might have planned this. Like, she just wanted some dick and then wanted to way out.
We were speaking of, it's possible. I don't think so, but like I said,
I don't know, man. For her to react like that heavy and abruptly and just like lose my number, like,
That's fire.
Okay.
That's fire. I mean, if it happened, that's crazy. That's crazy, but
She used you, bro.
she used me.
How you feel about that?
Used. I feel used.
Do you feel like a piece of meat?
Oh, always. I always feel like a piece of meat.
I want to feel like a piece of meat.
It'll happen. What's up? What's up with you?
Man, oh man. All right, so let me see. The last I can recall that I spoke about was obviously shooting up the club in Colombia, coming back with the chaos of X. Did I discuss her like drinking?
Your ex drinking? I think you might have touched on that, but go ahead.
Yeah. So
Refresh their memories. My memories.
yeah, I'm not gonna try to talk ill on her. I really don't want to do that, but. I'll just say that things between her and I got extremely bad. Arguments were out of control. Obviously, there was a heavy influence of alcohol involved, and she was just tending to drink a little bit more every single day, which is unfortunate. But hopefully, she gets the help she needs, whatever. But anyway, and it wasn't even the catalyst. This was like, and I mean, the camel's back's been broke, but I mean, this one right here was like the one that put it in perspective. Like, I have to get the fuck out of this apartment with her. I obviously wanted to keep the apartment. I can afford it. I'm the only one that affords it. I want her out. If I haven't talked on it, I'll just touch on it real quickly. My dumbass, trying to be a good person, renewed the lease with her. Our lease renewed February 1 of this year. Right, we had broke up in January. So when I decided to renew the lease with her, we were already broken up. Right. So, but I wanted to give her some time, 6 months, whatever, to get her shit together to move out, and I didn't want her to rush because she's been so codependent on me that she is incapable of doing this. So I wanted to give her time. I didn't need to. I wanted to.
Yeah, you wanted a peaceful party, but that wasn't the case.
So no, in February I took the Colombia trip. Then I went back in March.
The secret Colombia trip?
No, that was back in December.
Oh, okay.
So when I went in February, she knew I was going, and when I came back, that was eating her up, dude. It was eating her the fuck up. So then when I went in March, she doesn't know about March. She just thinks I went to Puerto Rico. I kicked it in New York and I went to Puerto Rico.
Right.
Not that I'm not hiding it from her. There was no need to discuss it.
Yeah, she's on a need to know basis.
Yeah, but she just can't get past the fact that I went to Colombia and I fucked whores and all that. She just can't get past it. So it's been eating her up, and I can't understand it because I'm not a female, but I can only imagine that she just feels like less than. I don't know. I don't know. So one specific week I had gone. So in the month of April, I was literally every weekend. Actually, it started in March and then into April. I was leaving every weekend. I was coming here or I was going to Virginia to my mom's. So I was either in New York or in Virginia.
Right, I don't know.
Right, so it's like literally every Friday I'm packed up traveling and I'd go straight to work. So I'm not coming back to the apartment until Monday. So I'm gone for like essentially 3 nights, 4 days. I come back. This is after work, so it's Monday morning, and she is obliterated, and she's angry. So all right, whatever. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna take a shower, go to bed. I gotta work. And she did everything in her power to fucking make my life miserable to the point where it's like, this shit's about to get violent in this motherfucker.
Is that when I told you to go to the hotel and you didn't go?
That was the first time, and I didn't. Whatever.
He did not listen to me.
But that was like, I think that was a week prior.
Bro, I was speaking from experience because I've been there. Where a girl, they'll piss you off.
Yeah.
They'll attack you, and then when you respond, that's when they kick into victim mode. Yeah. And when the cops come, you're fucked, bro. I've been there. But go ahead.
So from that one time that you said something about it, I made it a point to start recording, like with my phone, recording her.
Yeah.
Or basically, anytime I'm in the apartment with her, I was recording, and that was just for my own safety. Because at this point, I was like, you know what? I don't feel safe that A, I don't do something crazy, or B, she doesn't do something crazy. And I just needed proof, dude, because I just didn't like the situation I was in. It got so out of control that I took my guns out of the apartment and went and put them in storage.
Really?
Yeah, because and it's not so much that it was for my protection, not because she was going to get hurt. It's because I was worried that she was going to sit there and try to break into the combo.
Yeah, do something to it.
And then get into it. Because, I mean.
Then when you came home, surprise.
Yeah, and as soon as I opened the door, blow. So I started blasting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like literally, that thought kept running in my mind. Like, what if I walk through this door one day and she just pulls the trigger on it? And what am I gonna do? And the combo is gonna be something that I use, something that we've been together so long. She knows my password. So I mean, she eventually she'd figure it out. You figure you got all day to just crack the code. You're gonna get it at some point.
Yeah.
It might take you 2 weeks, 2 days, who knows? But she'd get it. So I took the safe out because I don't trust it. I don't trust it being there. So back into this week that I'm talking about. I came back Monday and she was going crazy. She was going crazy. Like she's like in my face,
every time I try to step, she steps in front of me. Like, she's antagonizing me to beat her the fuck up. Like, you know what I'm talking about when women do that. Like, they press you and push your buttons to break you. And, like, I had to mush her out of the way. Like, yo, get out of my way.
Right.
And then it just sparked her up even more. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I got in the shower. I went right to bed. I locked the door. Yo, she started banging, kicking the door. She's like, don't lock this door. So anyway, I'm rambling about this. But long story short, I had to leave and go stay in a hotel. And I had to stay in the hotel for the entire week. And then from that week, I went right back down to I think it was to Virginia.
Did you call any horse the hotel?
I tried, but it's hard, man. It's hard out here. Well, especially where I was at.
Okay.
Because I got a hotel in Jersey, so it was tough. It was tough. I wanted to though. I tried. But anyway, shit's been bad. And then what I started doing is just sending her the video clips of what I had. Because in that week, that one day, it was something where she was going irate, and I was like, look, I'm gonna call the fucking cops because you're out of control. And she was like, call the cops. I'll smoke you. I'm white. You're not. You'll go to jail. And I was like,
woman.
So that's when I was like, you know what? When she had said that, that's the exact moment that I lost all respect. I was, fuck this woman, fuck this bitch.
Right.
I'm done. I'm fucking done. And then at that point, I made the decision.
Bitches are crazy.
Yeah, I made the decision. Either she's leaving this apartment or I'm leaving. And I was willing to sacrifice and fuck up my credit to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had found a room to rent. I was going to go live with my mom. I was going to start traveling. Like commuting. I had everything sorted out where I was like, fuck them out.
And where does your mom live?
She's in Virginia.
Jesus.
So from my apartment to her, it's like 3 hours. It's like 3.5 hours. And from my job to her, it was like, no, I'm sorry. From my apartment to her house, it was 3 hours. My job to her is like 2 hours and 15 minutes. So what I was planning on doing was every Sunday, go to work. And then when I got out of work Thursday morning, drive back to Virginia, and I was gonna rent the room for that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night.
Yo, the fucking
during the week.
Chaos that you created. I remember this conversation when I was like, "Yo, so you're done, right? Your relationship?" And you're like, "Yeah, it's over. It's done." And I was like, "So, I think you should tell her you shouldn't sign a lease with her on it." And you're like, "Nah, I'm gonna do it. That way, it's a smooth transition." I remember those words, and I was like, "Okay." Now I knew it wasn't gonna be good. I knew it was gonna be bad.
Yeah.
But I had no idea how bad it could get.
Yeah.
I think it could have gone worse had she had more time to linger.
Absolutely.
But it did. I didn't experience it, but from what you told me and what you showed me, it got pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, I sent you a lot of videos.
That shit is stressful.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if you want to touch on the other situation in Colombia, but you had a bitch at home giving you problems and another bitch abroad.
Yeah,
stressing you out. It was more financial, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I'll talk on both. So with the one here in the States, so I knew that this was done. Like, this was absolutely, we can't cohabitate. We could not live together anymore. So what I did was I contacted the office. I emailed them. I said, listen, my May 31st is gonna be the final day that I'm a resident at this complex. I'm gonna turn in my keys. And I'm off the lease. I'm not gonna live here anymore. So they contacted her to be like, hey, listen, he's opting out of the lease. You're gonna have to provide financials to see if you can afford this place, yada yada. She freaked out. She was like, yo, I can't afford this.
Now, this was during the moment of sobriety, right?
Yeah.
She was sober when this happened?
Yeah. So then she hits me up and she's like, what are you doing? I was like, yo, fuck this, fuck you, I'm out. I'm not living with you anymore. I'm done. And she's like, I can't afford this. I was like, and she's like, and you're on it. You have to pay. You have to live here. I'm like, I ain't living here. I ain't paying shit. She says, you can't fuck our credit up. I'm like, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Because I'm not living with you no more. So then she went to the office and said, no, I'm leaving. I'm gonna get off the lease. And I was like, no, I don't need it. I don't want that to be verbal. I need that in writing. So it took about 2 days to get it in writing, and then boom, it was official. So May 31st was gonna be her last day at the apartment. Okay.
Sheesh.
Fast forward, May 31st comes, right? Mm-hmm. I had been trying to work with her to pack and this and that, trying to be on her. She has been completely wasted the last week, right? So when I get home from work, she's passed out drunk, and then she's not finished packed. So immediately I'm like, what the fuck? So I start finishing the packing. I'm waking her up. I was like, yo, we gotta take some of this shit to storage, and she's got to set up the storage bin for her, right? For her to own it, her to pay it, and all that shit. It was, my man, that was a bad tool. And she just dragged. She made everything impossible. I mean, and then still, I'm like, yo, why the fuck? Why the fuck are you still behaving this way? It's done. I don't get it. I do not understand. But again, I can't understand the logic of a woman. I can't get it. So I had to threaten to call the police, and she got pissed off about it. I was like, listen, I got the leverage now. you are not supposed to be here after today. So either you leave on your own or you're going to be forced to leave. You make the choice because I'm not fucking doing it. Finally ready to go. And I asked her, yeah, who's picking you up? Who's grabbing your shit? She's like, nobody. I'm like, what? She's like, nobody. You're doing it. And I said, when the fuck were you gonna talk to me about this? She just dropped it in my lap, expecting me to fucking take care of this.
And that's what you've been doing for the past how many years? Just taking care of whatever she needs you to do.
No, that's a fact. But I'm like, dude, like this is on you.
Yeah, this is your shit.
So I had to take it upon me to do it because I needed her gone.
Yeah, if you didn't do it, it wasn't getting done.
Exactly. If I didn't do it, it wasn't getting done, and then it was gonna have to get ugly, call the cops, and all that. So I loaded up the fucking car, took her to where she was going, dropped the shit off, and I just hit her with the deuces. I'm out. And that's it. So Wednesday was the last day she was there. My man, today's Sunday. I know it's early. It's too early to tell, but I've been in heaven.
That's good.
Heaven, boy.
That's good. Just imagine where you'd be if you cut the emotional ties from the one in Colombia, bro.
Yeah, it's
I hope it happens.
So we backtrack. Colombia one, yeah, like to your point, it was a financial burden and stress. So I finally was like, listen, dude, I'm not sending you no more money. I'm done. And then on top of that, like, you know, you put me in a situation where I can't do this at all. So I kind of filled her in on what's happened. I mean, and she was just like, oh, like trying to play victim and blame. Like, why haven't you talked to me? Why haven't you told me this? I'm like, you could give a fuck less how the money comes. All you care about is
that you got the money.
That you got the money. So.
You know, all that is avoidable just by hitting the block button.
That's a fact. That's a fact, dude. That's a fact. But I knew, like I said, I can't explain the bullshit. It just happened. I just can't explain the bullshit. But I always knew deep down that once I got rid of the one, the next one was gonna fall. And now, like, I haven't chopped it up with her. Like, we go like days now where it's like nothing. No, then we do chop it up. It's all cool. It's cute. But then I'm like, and every time she's like, oh, I need money. I'm like, yep, I don't got it.
It's a turnoff.
And then she's like. And then when I tell her, no, I don't got it, it becomes like, not an argument, but it's like, you can tell she's upset. And I'm like, yo, if this is why you just hit me up, like, don't bother.
Right.
And she's like, why you got to be like that? I'm like, why? So I hit her with the, why do you got to be like that? Mm-hmm. You can't just hit me up to hit me up. They talk. I mean, if I'm out there, you know I'm going to take care of you. But, I mean, you're making this harder than it needs to.
Yep. The other day, the one that I used to kick it with in DR, she hits me up because she hasn't hit me up in a while, months.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, how you been? And she goes, triste, which is Spanish for sad.
Yeah.
And I already see that was the setup. So I haven't spoken to her in a few days. I left it at that. That's what you gotta do, bro. Like I'm. What do you want me to do? Ask you why you're sad, and then you're gonna give me some bullshit story? Oh, I can't do this, or my uncle's in the hospital. They always got somebody in the hospital.
Dude, you know what's crazy?
And then before you can, my bad. You ask them why they're in the hospital, or whatever, and then that's the opening for you to be like, oh, you want me to send you something? Or they'll ask, what is my money gonna do for that person's health in the hospital?
Yeah.
What is my money gonna do?
So I was gonna say that I've been on IG because it's kind of just like, you know, I've been like, you know how you get on one page and then you see somebody you follow, you go down a rabbit hole, and you know you're
looking at other chick shit.
Yeah, the algorithm.
Yeah. So then I actually kind of interacted with this chick from Medellin, right? I don't know anybody from Medellin, whatever. Mm-hmm. Interacted with her, and we had like full convo, cool. And she gives me the WhatsApp, so we slide that over to WhatsApp, chop it up, boom. And she'll hit me up just randomly, like, hey, you know, like, hey, how are you doing? What's going on? Da da da. Straight convo. And then she drops me some gems because the whole goal is like, I set her up like, listen, when I plan on going to Medellin, I'd like to link up with you. She's like, all right, cool. She has a fucking husband, which is nuts to me, and then she has 2 kids, which is crazy. And I asked her flat out, like, yo, does your husband care what you do? He's like, no, he just doesn't want to know about it. I'm like, that's crazy. But anyway, that's the lifestyle. So it's all been cool. It's all been straight. Da, da, da. And then yesterday she hits me up. Hey, what are you doing? I'm like, nah, I'm about to leave for New York. Oh, okay. And I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I don't feel well. I'm like, oh, okay. What's up? She's like saying she's been sick all week. I'm like, oh, that sucks. And I was like, and she's like, you should go to the hospital if it's been all week. She's like, yeah, I want to, but
the medical bill.
I can't right now. Da, da, da. Anyway, long story short, she's like, she's mad at her husband because he don't want to take her. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, oh, because, you know, he's stressing out because he doesn't have the money for it. And I was like, I see where this is going.
That's the alley-oop. Yep.
I'm like, Jesus Christ. So then I'm like, oh, that's crazy. And she's like, yeah. And then it's kind of just like these little breadcrumbs. And then because I see it, and I'm just like,
you stop engaging.
I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, hopefully you get to the hospital.
Right.
You know, good luck. I'm driving.
Right.
And that was it. I'm like, this is not, and so I'm saying all that to say this, like, out of every person that I've engaged with, because even like iPhone mommy and shit like that, there's always something. Maybe not somebody in the hospital, there's always drama or something happening.
Yep.
But they're in a financial strain.
Just ask me straight up. Oh, you think you can give me money because I'm hungry?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand the mindset But when you come back from these countries, you get enticed and you fall in lust with the culture.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So you start following more and more and more.
It's a fact.
And you start engaging with them on Instagram, and you start following them, and they forget that you're one of their followers, that one of their customers is a follower. They forget this shit. So I saw one, she posted, I forget the translation, but it was pretty much her saying, me acting sad so my gringo can send me money. And
fire.
And then you see her telling her family to be quiet so she could FaceTime them. And I was just like, yo, these fucking, this shit is real. This is how they get us.
That's the hustle.
You see how, and I know you've seen it, the passport bros, like the whole movement.
Yeah.
Our side, the American side or the tourist side, we're like, yeah, we gotta go here, we gotta go there, we gotta do this. Look, I got me another one. You see this? I'm out here, I'm living.
Yeah.
On the flip side to that coin, it's them doing the same thing. You see, I just got me another. Yeah. I just got me. So it's two different cultures that went. It's fucking crazy. And they're gonna get. I'm not making fun of you, but they're gonna get a sucker here and there.
Yeah, no, I get it.
The bitch will have 20, 30, 40, 50 guys that she's linked up with in the past, and she'll put like a mass text out. I'm sad, I'm broke, I'm hungry, I'm this, I'm that. My family's here, my mom's there. Can you send me something? They'll either ask straight up for a certain dollar amount, $50, $100, or they'll let you decide what you're gonna send. And then out of the 50 guys, maybe 20 guys, 20. You know what I mean? You don't know.
Yeah.
Now she's got money for the week.
Yeah.
She don't gotta go sell ads.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's why I've learned over time, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I don't engage no more. I really don't.
So I was saying this to you, and I'll say it here. Like with my ex,
it was a long life lesson, right? 17-year long lesson. What not to deal with from a woman and all that. With this one, it's been short-lived, 3-4 months, but it's been an expensive life lesson.
You know, our generation is unique because we came up before the internet.
Yeah.
So, and then especially you, we didn't have that guide from a man how to deal with women, how to engage with women. My dad, great guy, great provider, but he never sat me down and said, son, this is how you go about dealing with women. I think he himself was still learning. It's all a traumatic thing. So now we're in this age of the internet, and now we see the fuckery, and you see it. You see the Tates and the Kevin Samuels and everybody else they're all trying to big each other up. Like they're all trying to give men a point. Like, yo, look.
It's a red pill movement, yeah.
So that's what I'm appreciative for. But we didn't have that shit growing up. We didn't have a lot of that shit.
That's a fact.
So you got into that shit with her when MySpace was around?
Yeah.
Nobody was talking that shit back then.
Yeah.
I don't even think there was a YouTube around.
YouTube was just popping.
So there was none of that to teach you. So you got into it thinking, oh, I'm being a man, I'm taking care of my woman. Meanwhile, I'm sure in the beginning there was love on her side, but she's probably like, yo, I found a sucker.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
Not so much like I know that's just a raw way of saying it,
but it's like she found some stability where she didn't have to do shit.
Because she was your girl. She did take care of you in the beginning.
In the beginning, yeah.
But as time passed,
she got lazy.
She got comfortable.
Yeah.
She took a 17-year vacation.
I mean, but it's on both ends. I got lazy, and I guess I just got comfortable with the chaos, and same thing with her. But now it's like, nah, fuck that, dude.
So moving forward, bro, there's nothing wrong with the relationship. Remember I told you about me trying to maybe getting back with this girl? You're like, yo, I just got out one, you getting in one?
I said, you ruined mine, so you could get one?
So you do admit it's my fault.
No, it's a joke.
But one day I got into a relationship for one fucking day, and after I busted my nut, I was like, oh, what did I do?
Yeah, I know that exact feeling because I had a brief sexual encounter with my ex, and then
dude, as my dick is removing itself from the orifice, right? I was like, what the fuck did I just do? I mean, like it was just like instant, like
because with us, it's just to get a nut off.
Yeah.
With them, sometimes, most of the time, it's emotional.
This is a secret. This is a secret. I mean, it's been. If you're on the internet, you probably heard this, but for those that don't know or don't bother to listen to nasty shit, we say something right here. You, as a woman, you will know if a man really likes you by the way he behaves after he nuts. That immediate post-nut clarity.
That's a gem for women.
If he is really into you, or if you are just a fuckhole.
That is a gem for women, and that's also a gem for men.
Yeah, true.
Now you know how to play the game, young man. Now you know. Act the same.
Yeah.
Act the same.
Another gem is if
like when you're with somebody, every time you come home, take a shower. Every time you come home, doesn't matter what you're doing, take a shower.
And buy your main girl and your side piece the same perfume.
The shower thing, people are like, why? Because when you come home at 3 a.m. and you hop in the shower, she can't say, why you jump? I jump in the shower every time I get home.
That's a fact.
At 2 p.m., 3 a.m., doesn't matter.
That's a fact.
I'm always in the shower. You know this.
So when I'm washing off that other girl's vagina, she can't say shit.
That's a fact. I like the perfume one. That's good.
How's the weight loss journey?
Oh, it's good. It's not as robust as it was because I haven't, since I got back from the vacation, I haven't been to the gym. I've been fucking up.
Oh, thank God.
Since March, whatever day I came back, end of March, I have not gone to the gym.
Good. I like that. So the cockiness is not there no more.
It's not, I mean, it's still there because I've still lost weight, but it's just like, it hasn't been a focus. I've been stressed out, man. I've been super stressed, so it hasn't been a focus. But fortunately, I've still managed to lose weight. I weighed myself yesterday when I got it. I was 227.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of cockiness, I just thought about this. This has nothing to do with anything. It's just cockiness. We're talking about cockiness, man. So, I was a correctional officer. Every year, when you're in law enforcement, every year you have to go to something called in-service. We don't call it that, but most law enforcement agencies, they'll call it in-service.
Okay.
And every year when you go to this in-service, you have to requalify your peace officer status. So it's however many days. For certain agencies, it's 1 day. Mostly it's 2 days. So the first day is mostly classroom stuff, and the second day is usually in the field training. So if you have a weapon, you're gonna shoot and requalify with that weapon. Others, you gotta reuse the baton, or you have to go through the motions of how to handcuff someone. Okay. So a couple months ago, I was at this training to recertify my peace officer status. And the way it goes, again, the classroom work. This was day one. So they'll play a video, maybe like an hour long. When the video's over, they give you like a 15, 20-minute break. So this was during the break, and a lot of my coworkers, there was a group of us, they went outside to their cars, get on the phone, whatever. I'm sitting in the classroom with like 2 people. One of them, we follow each other on Instagram. So he sees, this was right after we came back from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
So he sees I'm tanned, and then I guess that reminded him that I was posting about Puerto Rico. So he asked me, he goes, yo, how was Puerto Rico? Then we start talking about Puerto Rico and traveling, and he had just came back from Dubai.
Nice.
And before that, he was in, I think, Iceland.
Okay.
Or Greenland, one of them shits. I don't remember. Excuse me. So I'm hearing this. I'm listening. I'm like, wow, that shit is crazy. That's amazing. And I'm like, bro, I don't know how you do it because I can't do these flights. My brother just went to Australia, and I go to Puerto Rico or DR, and I'm ready to go crazy on a 3-hour flight. I think the longest flight I've ever been was to Vegas or Colombia, and I was going crazy. And he's like, yeah, you're right. If it wasn't for my wife, I'd probably be just like you, still going to the Caribbean. I was like, oh, wow. So then that's done. That conversation's over because another coworker was asking him about Dubai, and they got into their own conversation.
Yeah.
So we get back into the training. The video goes on, whatever. Now it's over. Now we're on the next 15, 20-minute break. So I'm sitting there minding my business. I'm in my own world, and out of nowhere I hear, so you're a tourist. And I don't know he was talking to me. Then he says my name, and I go, huh? And he goes, so you're a tourist? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he goes, yeah, because you said you can't do longer than 3-hour flight. And I do 5-hour, 10-hour, 20-hour, 15-hour flights. And I go, oh, okay. And he goes, so you're a tourist? I'm a traveler.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. And he goes, no, I'm just saying, because you're a tourist, but I'm a traveler. And I'm like, yo, go fuck yourself, bro. Go fuck yourself. This is the shit I hate about cocky, arrogant motherfuckers. What the fuck, bro? This has nothing to do with you, but just talking about that, you're not cocky no more. It brought me back to that shit. Like, yo, bro, what the fuck, bro? You're traveling.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's great. That's beautiful. When you tell me these stories, I'm like, wow, that's great. But then when you throw that little spice in there, fuck you. I hope your fucking plane goes down, you cocksucker.
Plane nose bags.
Yo, I hope the day you travel, your fucking pilot is going through a fucking divorce and he loses everything on blackjack and he has no reason to live. So when he gets on a fucking plane, he dives the shit out of that fucking plane into the ocean, bro. Fuck you, you arrogant piece of shit.
This is the same guy that's talking about going to Dubai.
Yeah, it's the same guy. Like, yo, it was a beautiful conversation. Why do you have to ruin it when you say, "Oh, so you're a tourist and I'm a traveler"?
So how did that go? Like once that was happening.
I laughed it off, but I was like, "Yo, I lost respect. Fuck you."
See, I was just like, okay, you're cool. Good job.
What the fuck, bro?
And you make him uncomfortable. Like, that was the dumbest shit.
That was some dickhead shit, bro. So that's how you sound to me, or not just you, anyone, when you lose 10, 15, 20 pounds and you're just like, yo, yeah, bro. That's why I was making fun of you when we went to Puerto Rico and you were like, I can't eat this fucking,
Yeah, but to be fair, dude, I had lost 90 pounds.
That's great. Great, bro. Let it flex itself. Don't push it onto people.
I feel you.
Just let it flex. This asshole was in Puerto Rico. I can't.
I got 50 more to go, bro.
He took 2 bites of chicken and rice, and that's fucking is what is that shit? Kryptonite.
Fuck off, man. I ain't have fuck time.
But do you not understand where I'm coming from?
I hear you.
So please don't fucking be arrogant, bro. Try not to.
I hear you.
To other people, and I'm not just talking about you, but other people, you're like a fucking clown.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it humble. You know what I'm saying? But now, dude, like having peace in the apartment, I got time to think, focus on shit. Like, bro, I spent the whole day Friday knocking out all the laundry. You know what I'm saying? That was dope. Laundry was sit for weeks with this fucking woman. Dude, I knocked everything out. I knocked all the colors, all the whites, washed it, dried it, folded it, boom, put it away. All done. And then before I came here yesterday, I did all the dishes, cleaned the counter, cleaned the cat litter box, all that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just so, I mean, there's still a fuck ton to do. I got to put all the furniture together, but it's just so much better.
But now that it's you, it's going to get done.
Yeah, it's gonna get done.
It'll get done when you want to do it, but it'll get done.
Yeah.
Because if you left it up to only thing she was doing was liquor. She wasn't even showering, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She was going a couple of days without washing that ass.
I wish you would have recorded her when you told me that she was sleeping by the dumpster.
Man, I wish so too. Yeah. So it was getting out of hand, man. She was just passing out. I don't know. For one day this past week, she was outside next to the dumpster, passed out, which was crazy to me. Like I felt really bad. I'm like, this is sad. I mean, this person's falling apart, but at the same time, it's like annoying because neighbors are seeing it. I mean, it's embarrassing. I mean, it's embarrassing as shit. So I really hope that she gets it together it's for her own benefit. Like, but who knows? We'll see. We shall see.
This is my first time. When's the last time I saw you?
It's been a minute.
A month? 2 months?
Yeah, it's been like a month or something.
Is that your phone blinking?
Yeah.
So I kind of stopped speaking to you.
Yeah.
I had to withdraw because we don't have to get into the details. But in Puerto Rico, I got emotional. I was feeling guilty. I ruined your life, and then I saw. I don't know, like, what is it? Foreshadow or foresaw something?
Yeah. You were.
And then you sent me a clip, an emotional clip.
Yeah.
So you recorded a manifesto. I don't know what the fuck you want to call it.
It wasn't a manifesto.
This man recorded a fucking manifesto.
It wasn't a manifesto.
I'm dying to see that video. How long was the video?
It's about a 9-minute video.
It's a 9-minute video. This man was going to commit suicide and take everyone down with him.
Yeah.
He was going to go blasting.
It was rough. I don't remember. I remember I was coming home from work, and if I'm not mistaken, okay, I remember now. I was coming home from work on my way to my mom's, and this is the week. Okay, yep, this is the week where I stayed in the hotel, right?
Okay. So life hit you hard that period.
Yeah, when I was driving home that Friday morning, life fucking, it's something. I remember I was driving home, right, and I had left work a little early, so it was like I left work like 5 a.m, so it was pitch black. I was the only car on the road, and I was just heavy in my thoughts, right?
You got emoted, caught up to you.
And then it was just like I just felt it building and building and building. I'm saying, and I had this was the scary part. I had a moment where I kind of zoned out. So I'm driving, but I zoned out, and I was zoned out but conscious. So I was driving directly towards a bridge pillar. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then at the last moment, I came to, and I was just like, "The fuck!" And I kind of jerked the wheel, or I swerved, and then
you saw dark.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna keep it a buck. All I saw was death. All I saw was death.
We don't have to get into that. But I stopped speaking to you because I was like, yo, bro, I can't watch this guy deteriorate. And a lot of, to me, it's with the bitch in Colombia. Like, to me, she put Spanish fly on you. And she's like, yo, give me money. And then you just say, okay, no problem. Here you go. So I was like, you know, I can't. And then I didn't want you to end up like this coworker. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story. I've never spoken to anybody about this story. This is when I was in TSA. I was young. I was 20, not even 21 yet. And this was my first real job. And I thought people were cool. Everybody was friends. I didn't know anybody.
I had to be young and dumb.
I know.
And full of confidence.
So I go to this area. Where we had to load the bags into the x-ray machine, and there's this Puerto Rican guy that I'm still cool with today, a Dominican guy. He was in his 40s, so I'm there in the back loading the machine with the Dominican guy while the Puerto Rican guy's on the screen looking at the bags.
Yeah.
Then this Italian guy comes in. I will never fucking forget that. He's funny as fuck, but he was miserable. So watching him in his misery, it was funny. So one day he's loading the bags with us, but he's not saying shit. And me, young and dumb, let me talk to the guy because he never spoke to me. I said, yo, you okay? And he looks at me, huh? I said, you okay? You always got this attitude. He stopped speaking, he stopped looking at me. He continues to load the bag, and I thought, okay, that's conversation over. Then he starts opening up, and he goes, I was in the bar one night and I'm fucked up, and I ran into a prostitute that I was her regular or whatever. We saw each other frequently. He says he ends up in a hotel room, butt ass naked on the edge of the bed, and she's sucking his dick. He said he was so blasted he doesn't remember the feeling or anything. He said the last thing he remembers before he passed out was like a popping noise, like that's probably her sucking his dick, or I don't know.
Okay.
So he said he wakes up and he's still in the hotel, and he gets dressed, and I'm like, yo, you didn't get robbed? He goes, oh no, I knew her, she knew me, so I could trust her. So he gets dressed, he goes home, jumps in the shower, he's washing his ass, he looks at his dick, and the tip of his dick is like blue. so he's like, oh, let me wash this off. It's not coming off. The blue is not coming off.
Okay.
So he's like, what the fuck? So he calls her the next day, and she sounded busy. So he asks her, hey, what color lipstick were you wearing? What kind of lipstick are you wearing? Were you wearing magic marker? And she's like, what? And he goes, what kind of lipstick were you wearing? And she goes, what are you talking about? And he goes, the lipstick is not coming off. And she goes, listen, I can't talk to you. I'm busy with someone. I'll call you later. All right. She never calls him, and a couple days have passed, and he's like, yo, fuck it. Let me just go to the doctor. He goes to the doctor. He shows the doctor his dick, and the doctor,
it's still blue.
And it's fucking blue.
Jesus. All right.
So the doctor's looking at his dick, and he's like, Doc, I don't know what the fuck this is. And he's looking at his dick, and he goes, it looks like it's a bruise. And he goes, what? And he goes, yeah, that could be a black and blue. So he says, where's the black? It's just fucking blue. So the doc said, listen, I don't know. It looks like it's a bruise. You got to give it some time to heal. There's nothing I could do for it. And he goes, but it doesn't hurt. He goes, oh, maybe she was just sucking so hard that I guess the pigment changed. I don't fucking know, but it's blue. Okay, so the next time he goes to see her, I think he saw her immediately after that doctor's appointment or whatever. And he shows her his dick. And she goes, why does your dick look like you were fucking a Smurf? And then he's like, yo, listen, I just came from the doctor. The doctor tells me this is a bruise. What the fuck did you do to me? So she goes, you don't remember? And he goes, no. So she was sucking his dick, but he was yelling at her. I can't feel anything. I can't feel it. What do you suck harder? So she's sucking harder and harder. And he's yelling at her. I can't feel shit. He was drunk. So then I guess she smacked his dick, and he's like, oh, keep doing that. So she started smacking it. And then she had his dick like a sandwich. And she's pounding his dick. She's pounding that shit, bro. Pounding that shit.
Yo.
And I guess he doesn't remember because he was fucking drunk, so he passed out. So I guess that's what that popping, like, that was that popping noise of her pounding his dick. So she said she was punching his dick. He knocked out. They didn't finish, so she just left. Like, she took whatever money that he paid, and she left, and that was it. So now he knows what's going on, and he's like, yo, it was like almost 3 weeks, his dick was still blue. And then one day his wife was trying to have sex, and he's not trying to have sex with her. So she's like, yo, it's been 3 weeks, and this guy hasn't touched me. Something's going on. So one day he's in the shower, and she follows him in. This is his wife now.
Yeah.
She follows him in the shower, and she's looking at him, and then eventually she sees the fucking Smurf dick, and she's like, what is this? And he has, I guess at that moment, he had no reason for his dick to be blue, so he told her the truth. So then now, he tells me this story, and then I'm like, okay, but bro, why are you always like miserable? He's like, I'm trying to fucking tell you. I'm like, okay. So after she found out, she took him to court. Took him for child support. So she got the house, the alimony, child support,
Everything.
and he was living, I think, in his brother's basement. And he said, "I'm paying for a house that I don't even fucking live in."
That's fire. That's
Yeah.
fire. Right
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
I've never shared this story with anybody, bro.
So he's just, oh man, he just wants to end himself at this time.
Fucking
He
miserable.
wanted to end
It's
himself.
his fault.
Yeah.
Nobody else to blame but his own.
That's a fact.
You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
You weren't in a relationship. Well, you were, but you weren't married. You didn't have any kids with her, so you lucked out.
Yeah.
But watch your mental health, bro.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It's something...
Watch your mental health, bro. The decisions we make can really fuck us at the same time.
Yeah, that's a fact.
No, man, I remember that because everything going on, I got the stress of just bitch abroad, and then the financial burden, and then the stress of the one here, and then it's like this one's gonna really affect my life, my living situation,
even my own safety, my own sanity, because it's here live in effect. It was just a lot. There was just a lot. There was a lot weighing on my mind, and I zoned out. But then I came to, and then whatever. So once I got home, I parked, and then I'm in the parking lot, and then all of a sudden, like I had this overwhelming need to record myself, and I just kind of it was almost like a confession. Like I just said everything.
This man recorded a manifesto, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I said everything. I said everything that was happening, that I was feeling, everything.
So. Can you understand why I got emotional in PR?
Yeah, I get it.
I saw where this was going. I saw where it was going, and I saw the way I was gonna react. And the way I was gonna react was I was gonna say, you know what, bro, I love you, but I gotta let you be. Like this is crazy. Like all this shit could be avoidable by hitting a fucking black button.
Yeah, word.
Don't send her no fucking flowers. Don't send her no fucking money. That's it, bro. You gotta, cut that shit out.
That's a fact. No, I haven't sent her money in a minute, and I told you I sent her flowers on Friday.
Stop.
I'm like, wow, I just feel like being like,
stop, bro.
It's just crazy, man.
By you doing that, you're giving her. This is all mental, bro. This is all mental, psychological. You're giving her. What's the word I'm looking for? Some type of confirmation that she still got it. So if she really wanted you, like if she really put that work in, you could send her money. If he's sending me flowers, I got him.
Yeah.
All that's what that is. It's all psychological, bro. And you cannot give them that satisfaction, that win, that W.
I get you.
Even if you're thinking about them, just don't, because you're giving them that power.
So one thing, it's funny you say that. So something happened where, like I said,
the flowers, whatever, she's cool, she liked them, loved them, blah, blah, blah. All right, dope. And then, whatever, so we chopped it up, boom, 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 boom. Friday comes and goes, I'm done. And so I told her, yo, I'm going to sleep. I said, talk later. So this is Saturday morning. I wake up. I think we had chopped it up early, right? Or no, we chopped it up later in the day. So her and I were chopping it up early, and then we were talking for like a good 2 hours. And she's like, she just like, oh, I'm gonna tengo depresión, which she's like, oh, I'm depressed today, like, or sad, whatever. I'm like, what now? And she goes, oh, da da da. Long story short, her friends are trying to go to a beach town for the weekend.
Okay.
So Saturday night, and then tonight, I think tonight, whatever. This is Saturday, Sunday. I'm like, oh, yeah, word? She's like, yeah, da, da. She's like, but I don't have any money. And I was like, oh, sucks.
Right.
And she goes, really? I said, really what? And she goes, I'm telling you that I'm sad, and that's all you got to say. I was like, time out. What's today? She's like, it's Saturday. I said, so what did I just do? She goes, I don't know. I said, exactly. You could give a fuck less what I do, but all you worried about is what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm saying that to tell you, what's today? Today is the what? The 2nd, right? Or whatever the fuck. And she goes, okay. I said, what happens on the 1st for me? And she's like, clueless still. And I'm like, I have to pay rent. She's like, oh, yeah, I don't got it. And then it's just like this, like, whatever. She's like, you could tell she's pissed off, whatever, but she's like, oh, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is.
Bro, how you get them is how you lose them.
So then, like, but now it's like, and then more and more, I'm just like, yo, it's always fucking something, dude. Like, yo, get out there and get it. And I had this whole scolding session with her, like, you need to find something to do. You need to start working. You got to earn your way. She kind of like just confessed, like, I didn't finish school. I don't know shit. I don't know how to do anything.
Bro, that's not your problem.
And she's like, all I can do is be a server, and the servers out there make 35,000 pesos a day, which is $7 US a day. With tips, maybe she's making 10, right? And then I'm just like, I don't get it, because you don't have nothing right now. $10 is something. I was like, I don't know if it's a cultural difference in the U.S. where people want to hustle. They're always trying to get money. Well, no matter what it is.
There are bitches out here that are lazy too. Trust me, you do.
Yeah, but it's still like that whole country's like that, dude. To me, like,
you can't judge a whole country based off of
Yeah, off the people we meet. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But Medellin's the same. All those.
Well, they look at it like that. Again, I'm not speaking for them. It's like us. If we meet somebody from Saudi Arabia or somebody from, you know what I mean, Dubai, we know those motherfuckers got money.
We think they got money.
We think that's the impression.
Yeah. That's a good point.
So now we speaking to a regular and they're like, oh, you know, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. So they're gonna try. They're doing what they're supposed to do, bro. They're gonna ask and they're gonna imply. That's the word, right?
Yeah, imply.
Implication. Yeah, they're gonna do all that and to try to get something from you. That's their job. You have to be the one who's like, nah, I'm good. I'm not sending you a fucking dollar. And that's why I tell you, all that can be avoided by hitting the block button. You don't have to worry about her getting a job or nothing if you don't stress yourself about her problems, bro. Only speak to her when you're out there. That's how it's supposed to fucking be.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty of it too, because I've spoken to bitches from DR when I'm out here.
Mm-hmm.
But I've caught on. I'm like, you know what? I'm good. This is why I'm happy. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm happy I got my kids. My kids keep me grounded. They keep me like, nah, I can't do that. They keep me in check. When my mother passed, my brother, he was very emotional. He started thinking crazy thoughts. I couldn't afford to think that way.
Yeah.
I got 2 people that I'm living for.
Mm-hmm.
I could not afford to think that way. With you in this situation, and I put myself mentally in this situation, it wouldn't last long because the money that I have is for them. I'm sorry, I can't give it to you. I gotta give it to them.
Yeah.
So it doesn't last that long because that keeps me in check. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
So that's why I'm appreciative that I got my kids because they keep my ass in check in all aspects. So it's like, nah, I'm good. If I didn't have the kids and I had them, I'd probably be doing the same dumb shit.
That's a fact.
But you have to learn to like, yo, cut that shit out. It's not real. It's all a fantasy.
Yeah. I definitely believe that there's like just a general liking of each other. But it's not the fantasy that was the umbrella in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because dude, she hasn't gotten bread from me in like damn near a month, like 3 weeks.
Okay.
And she still hits me up, calls. It's like she still wants to engage.
I think do an experiment. I think that's just because she has that hope that you're gonna do it.
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible.
That's why she still speaks. Stop sending her flowers. Stop doing all that shit. Stop posting on Instagram because when you post on Instagram, you're talking to her. I already know it.
Not always, but yeah, there's indirects. Yeah.
Yeah, stop doing that. Stop giving her all this hope and these ideas that, I can still get her. And watch. You'll see where that goes. She's gonna stop looking for you, bro.
It's possible.
No, it's a fact.
But at this point, I honestly, if I'm being a human, I kind of don't really give a fuck. I really don't. Like,
well, then do it. Stop hitting her up. Stop sending her flowers. If you don't give a fuck, put yourself to that test, bro.
Yeah, and it's like this weird thing. Like when I'm out there, I do want to see her, but I don't want to do shit here for her. You get what I'm saying? And
you're not supposed to.
And then, like we've had this conversation, like I can't maintain my life and maintain yours. It can't happen. So it's done. It's not happening. It can't happen.
That's it, bro.
And then at first she was having a hard time with it. I'm like, no, you don't get it. Like I don't know what the fuck you think, but it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Whatever she's thinking is because you've allowed her to think that shit, bro. So right now you just gotta recover.
Yeah. I'm in progress now, so I mean, like I said, I had a long life lesson, and I had a financial life lesson, expensive life lesson. But dude, it is what it is, bro. Just a couple of days that I got being alone, I love it, and the peace is great. Everything, I noticed things are just kind of, I don't want to say getting better, but just like they're different. I go to work, I feel different. Don't get me wrong, I fucking hate my job. I mean,
how's that been? You don't bitch about it like you used to.
But it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. The chaos is the chaos at work. It's always gonna be there.
It's always gonna be there,
and it's not gonna get any better.
The shit that happens in your personal life, you have control of it.
Yeah.
Now, unless somebody dies and you get into a car accident, you lose a leg, that's different. But the decision part, you have control of that, bro. You have to control your emotions and stop acting on emotion.
And I tell you, man, I told you this yesterday, but I say it on this. When I was leaving, so like I was packing the car and I had forgot. I was like, oh shit, I left the trash upstairs because I didn't want the trash sitting for a couple of days to stink. So I went back up, tied the trash up, and then I grabbed the sweatshirt just because New York weather's crazy. As I'm coming back, I can hear, like I can shut my door, I lock it, and let me backcheck. When I was in the car loading it, I went back upstairs. As I'm going up, there's a neighbor on my floor with a big luggage and like 2 bags, like just like grocery bags or whatever. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I'm not a friendly person, so I'm not chopping it up with him. So we're just in the elevator, and then it opens. I'm like, go ahead. And he's like, all right, you go ahead. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm walking, boom, boom, go in, try to get the trash, get the sweatshirt, come out, lock the door. As I'm locking the door, I can hear loud talking. What I think is loud talking. As I'm coming closer to the elevator, they live directly to the right of the elevator. It's loud, like they're screaming, they're arguing. And I'm like, oh shit, all right. So as I'm waiting for the elevator, I kind of step closer to their door to hear, and they're fucking screaming at each other. So my man was gone. He just got back, and he's like, I've been gone. It's been a fucking week. You bitching about this, and then she's bitching, and then they're fucking going at each other, and I just start fucking dying laughing because I'm like, yo, that sucks. Yeah. That sucks. And I'm like, fuck, dude, this is the shit that I dealt with on a regular.
Women,
fuck that.
Women know how to fucking be a joy kill, bro. They fuck shit up. And it's, what's that saying? You can't live with them. You can't live without them.
Yeah. Well, I think you can live without them. I mean, if you do it.
If being gay wasn't gay, I'd be gay. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's fucking crazy, bro.
That's a bar.
Yeah, if being gay wasn't so gay, I'd be gay, bro, because I can hang out with the bros all day. It's fun. Your girl's annoying. Your girl's gonna fucking
that is funny.
Kill the mood.
Not all, man. There are good women out there. It's just, I mean, it's hard. They say it's hard to find good men, but it's hard to find good women. I mean, that's the truth.
Because we're simple. Men are simple.
Men are very simple.
You give me what I want. Food, peace, sex. I'll go to war for you.
Yeah. Feed me, fuck me, shut the fuck up, and then I got you. Whatever you want. If I got it, you got it. If I don't have it, I'll find a way to get it.
Right.
You know, it's simple. It's simple. Now, granted, I mean, the levels of emotion, but if you're a good woman, you're gonna make a good man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's gonna want to be, sweet and nice and be romantic. He's gonna want to.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I mean? But if you're just a nagging bitch, like, there's no sweetness there. It's only bitterness.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Men are simple.
Yes, we are.
All right?
Yes, we are.
So with that...
thank you for listening. If you'd like to get in touch with us, you can find our socials on Linktree/ChatCircus. I'm your host, Nano.
I'm Junior.
And this is...
The Chat Circus.